A'ja Wilson is trending across all social media platforms. And it's not because she won the unanimous MVP award this year. The WNBA has yet to announce Caitlin Clark as the Rookie of the Year. What is the reason? Game 2 of the semifinals are tonight. What are your predictions? I'll tell you mine and much more right after the intro. What's up, boys, girls, he's, she's, they, them, we's, or whatever you choose to identify as? Welcome to the W360, your home for all things women's basketball. I'm your host, CJSoFoolish, and welcome to another episode. Oh, my goodness. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for the support. If you are new here, either you're watching the playback or you're new here from Twitter or you're new here just from YouTube, subscribe. Subscribe to the W360, your home for all things women's basketball, okay? Don't just watch. Subscribe. But thank you so much, okay? And while you are at it, all right, make sure you shop the W360.com. I have Shut Your Pie Hole shirts available. I'm wearing mine right now. We have White Jesus, Caitlin Clark, a.k.a. White Jesus shirts available as well. And we have more merch on the way, okay? So make sure you shop the W360.com. It is www.shopthew360.com. I have heard everyone. I've added the bigger sizes to the website. So I've added 2X's to the shirts, 3X's. I've even added 4X's to the site, okay? So make sure you get your merch, okay? What's up, everybody? What's going on? What's up, Cute7? What's up, Liz E? Tabitha, Lauren, Florida. What's up, Dale? Rhonda Stewart. What's going on, everybody? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. It's a lot to get into. All right. Now, before we get into it, everyone that has ordered merch, thank you so much. Your merch is being shipped out. If you haven't received like your first order of shirts, your White Jesus shirts are being shipped out this week. It has been in a high demand, guys. So just to be transparent with you at night, I'm going through the orders and I'm getting them shipped out. So my goal is to have everyone's orders shipped out at least by the end of this week. Okay, so I'm thinking some people have gotten tracking information, but you will receive tracking information at some point this week. I'm hoping by at least Thursday. But again, I'm up and trust me, I'm getting through the orders. So I really appreciate your patience and I'm so grateful for your support. Okay. Shop the W360.com. Thank you guys, everyone that has ordered. Okay. Now, what's up, Stephanie Walk? What's up, Scott? Let's go ahead and talk about it. I'm not going to waste any time. A'ja Wilson has been trending across multiple social media platforms because a video has resurfaced of her having a conversation with her teammate, Kelsey Plum. Jackie Young was there, but she was tuned out of it because she wasn't privy to the nonsense. But this video of A'ja Wilson and Kelsey Plum's conversation has resurfaced, and the conversation around it has taken a whirlwind. But I'm going to tell you right now right now, before I get started, anyone that's here to say, oh, CJ, please, Asia Wilson, it's this and that. No. Equal opportunity. That's what everyone wants, right? Equal treatment, equal opportunity. Equal opportunity. Let's talk about it. Before I get into it, I want to play the video that has gotten over 10 million views across Twitter alone and social media. I want to play it, and then I want to come back and give my commentary on it, okay? Thank you for the super chat. Bad Phil, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Let me go ahead and play the video that has been surfacing online, and let's talk about it.
Paige Bueckers.
Us as black women, Paige reminds me a lot of you. Like, you say you're not really about me. And she knows how her privilege has gotten her to that point. And also, like, she's good at basketball, obviously. But, like, she understands her privilege. It's like what pushes her over the top, in a sense. It reminds me a lot of you. And I mean, that's a compliment.
I want to watch this one more time, just in case you didn't catch this.
Paige Bueckers.
Us as black women, Paige reminds me a lot of you. Like, you say you're not really about me. And she knows how her privilege has gotten her to that point. And also, like, she's good at basketball, obviously. But, like, she understands her privilege. It's like what pushes her over the top, in a sense. It reminds me a lot of you.
Now, I want everyone to look at this. Look at Jackie Young. Jackie Young is there in the center of them, in between both of them. Look at Jackie Young, okay, who is totally tuned out of this conversation.
It's like what pushes her over the top, in a sense. It reminds me a lot of you. And I mean, that's a compliment.
To someone that said in the chat, yes, that's why I said it is an older video. It's actually from this year. It's resurfaced, but it is an older video. They were at a game where Paige Bueckers was playing in, and they were mic'd up, which is even worse because she felt like this made so much sense that she would say this while she has a mic on. So, yes, this is a video that has resurfaced. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you so much, Lauren, for the super chat. Here's my tie to you, my black queen. I know my place. Lauren, you are silly for that. So before I start with Asia Wilson, let me say this. This hurts to see. This hurts to see. When I tell you guys, like, I loved Asia Wilson. Like, Asia Wilson was like Asia Wilson. But then she has decided to jump on the goofy train. The goofy train. Asia, what has happened to you lately? I mean, my goodness. I mean, all of the complaint. I'm over it. Every time you look up, Asia Wilson is talking about all these struggles she has in the WNBA. Asia Wilson struggles so hard. It's so hard for her as a black woman in the WNBA. The struggles, the fight. She's oppressed. She has to keep fighting and fighting and fighting. All my life I had to fight. It's hard for me in the WNBA. You think Asia Wilson was playing in these games with shackles on her feet? Asia, I've read and seen multiple times where you talk about how hard it is as a black woman to compete in a league that consists of women that looks like you for the most part. What are these struggles that you're speaking about? What are these struggles, Asia? You're the face of the league. Well, you were before White Jesus, Caitlin Clark got here, but they're still pushing you as the face of the league. You have a statue in front of the University of South Carolina. You've been named a 3-time MVP of your league. You're a 2-time WNBA Defensive Player of the Year. You're a 6-time WNBA All-Star. You were the WNBA Rookie of the Year in 2018. You're a 4-time WNBA All-Star first team member. You've made the Olympic team. You're the face. You're on, I don't know what they're called, the game consoles. I'm not a gamer. I think it's NBA 2K or Madden, whatever it's called. Your face is on there. What are you struggling with in this league? What type of oppression are you facing in this league, Asia? What? You've had a little too much of the victim juice. You've drank too much. You're drunk off of it. I keep telling y'all, if these women could turn victimhood into a beverage, they drink it every day. They order it at the bar. 2 shots of victimhood on the rocks, tahini on the rim. Why are you so addicted to being a victim, Asia? The league has praised you. They keep forcing to praise you. Nike won't even give Caitlin Clark White Jesus a shoe so you don't get mad. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real, Asia. When have you struggled? Asia, you're a private school kid. You're a private school kid, Asia. You're no different than the rapper that keeps rapping, got it out the mud, grew up, nobody loved me, my this and this and this and that. And you grew up in a gated community. 2 parents. Stop lying, Asia. Why do you want to be a victim so bad? The league literally praises you. They place you above the real star of the league. Every game you watch is, we've heard all season, Asia Wilson is the best player in the world. Asia Wilson, she's the best player on the planet. You're the best player in the league. Asia, your insecurities does not equal racism. Just because you're insecure about your career and your accomplishments doesn't mean that you are a victim of racism. You're just insecure. That's it and that's all. Deal with it, Asia. You're insecure. You're insecure because a white girl is in this league and she's attracting millions of viewers and you can't sell out your jersey. Your jersey doesn't sell out. Your balls don't sell out. Nothing sells out. So you blame it on racism. That's what's happening, Asia. You need to go talk to your PR team or your therapist. Don't you have the same agency as LeBron James? Go talk to them. And Kelsey Plum, you are up. Kelsey Plum, you're behaving like a punk. You're a punk. I know you want to be in the in crowd. So you gave in. Kelsey, you gave in. Is that why you married a black man? To prove your cookout invite, Kelsey Plum? Kelsey, you stink. Kelsey Plum stinks. You stink. There is no way you should ever make anyone make you feel bad for being in the position that you're in. And I know Kelsey Plum feels bad. I pulled a clip. Shout out to, I'm going to look up your name on Instagram. I mean, not Instagram, Twitter. Here is a clip from Kelsey Plum talking about when she first entered the league. So that explains to you why she gets to the league and they brainwashed her. You got to get to this league and you got to bow down. I don't care if you are better or not. You better bow down. Let's take a look at this clip and come back and talk about it.
But you say if you would have been the number 2 pick or 3 pick as opposed to 1, how do you think that would have affected you, staying in the league through struggles or not at all?
I mean, I would have been still in the league because I'm a dog. Like, I would have found a way.
No question.
I definitely think the expectations of being a number 1 pick are brutal, especially if you have any type of height or like media coming out of college. They're just brutal. And then I don't think it helps being a 5'8" white girl coming into the league with 85% black women that want to take your head off. Like, just straight up, right? Like, that's just what it is. And I didn't know. Me, happy-go-lucky, walking into the locker room like, hey. Like, I didn't know. I learned the hard way. But that's real. That's what it is. And I think that it would have been better in some ways because I would have been a little bit more under the radar. But in other ways, I definitely think that having that type of struggle and adversity has prepared me for the moment I'm in now.
No question. No.
First, I like to say all glory to God because.
Okay, so shout out to Wanksta Block. Wanksta Block, I hope I pronounced it right, on Twitter. I saw the video on his page, so I pulled it into the episode. But what this goes to show you, I want everyone who told Shanae, Ogwumike, Andrea Carter, Jamel Hill, all of you, L. Duncan, who told us it's not like that when people said that these women were jealous of Caitlin Clark, to shut your pie hole. You shut your pie hole right now. Stop the gaslighting. This shows that these women do not like Caitlin Clark because she's white. That's why all of this has gone on. She's white and she hasn't gotten on one knee and said, I praise you, Black Queen. Caitlin Clark is unapologetically white. Deal with it. Aren't you unapologetically black? Let her be unapologetically white. But this explains why Sophie Cunningham gets the treatment she gets. If you're unapologetically white in this league and good, you can forget about it. You can forget about it. They're not going to accept you. They're not. You got to get on one knee. Who was that? Who was the government official who put the dashiki on? It was like a group of them. I don't get into politics, but who was the one that they all got on one knee and put on the dashikis and the African hats? That's what you got to do to make it in this league, as long as Asia Wilson is in it. What's up, Sade? Seriously. That's what you have to do to make it to this league. You have to be an Eminem, the female version. But pay attention to what's going to happen. Everyone's going to say Paige Bueckers, Paige Bueckers, Paige Bueckers, because she gave up her moment where she won the ESPY Award. She gave up her moment and she bowed down. If you don't bow down like a member in the church, you're not going to make it in this league. And that's what Asia explained to Kelsey. That's what she said. See, Paige reminds me a lot of you. I know you came into this league as a lily white girl and you were good and you were an all-time leading scorer and stuff, but nah, you can't, like, you got to get, with the program. Like, this is our league. That's what they mean when they say, this is our league. That's what they mean. You white girls, if you don't get with the program, you can be straight, but you better be an ally. Q-Tay says, leave Asia Wilson alone. I'm not on Asia Wilson. I'm not. But Asia Wilson. When I see, this is the last straw for me. And it hurts because I'm like, no, Asia. I love Asia Wilson as a player, but when she got on the goofy train, I'm like, Asia, why do you want to be a victim so bad? Why? What is this struggle that you keep talking about? Asia, you're the face of the league. They keep pushing you. You're not anymore, but they keep pushing you as the face of the league. What are you mad about? So basically the message that's being sent is the white women in this league, y'all going to have to, you're here because of your privilege. Use your privilege to speak up because they keep promoting you over us because you don't deserve it. This white girl doesn't deserve to be promoted. No, absolutely not. Kelsey Plum. I don't know if you all are aware, but guess who holds the all-time NCAA scoring record before Caitlin Clark? No, Kelsey Plum doesn't deserve to be promoted in this league. Absolutely not. Sabrina Ionescu broke a WNBA record for 3 points made. Of course not. She doesn't deserve to be promoted in this league. And of course, white Jesus Caitlin Clark. No. They don't deserve to be promoted in this league. It's all because of white privilege. That's what it is. Look at the pictures. It's white privilege. Don't you see all this white privilege happening? Look at all this white privilege. Because people just let them score. Look at it. But they still, Asia, you log into the WNBA app right now, Asia is still, they post to her right here in the middle. What are you mad about, Asia? What are you hooting and hollering about? They don't deserve it. They didn't earn it. It's because they're white in your league. It's like reverse get out. Or something though. Seriously. And a lot of people like to say, don't speak on Asia privilege. I'm not speaking on her privilege. I'm not speaking on her privileges in her personal life. I don't know what goes on in her personal life. But I will tell you, Asia, you're a private school kid. Suck it up. Get over it. You're a private school kid. You didn't grow up on the west side of Atlanta and had to go practice on a park somewhere and worry about getting shot. You're a private school kid. You're new in ATL. Stop pretending like you have this whole struggle. It's annoying. Seriously. A Christian private school kid. Asia, you didn't struggle. You didn't struggle, sweetie. And here's the thing. I'm telling y'all, Asia is the WNBA version of Nunu in ATL. She is. She is. She wants to be in the struggle. But here's the thing. I don't even halfway think this is Asia Wilson's fault. I think she genuinely believes that she's a black woman that's struggling in the WNBA, even though she's on the face of the app. Even though she won the unanimous MVP this year we're keeping it funky. It shouldn't have been unanimous. Even though her face is on one of those video game covers. Even though she has a statue in front of South Carolina. Even though she's on the Olympic team. Even though you can't watch a game without her name being mentioned, even though she's mentioned on every sports network, even though she's sat with Kevin Hart, LeBron James, everyone else, she's still a black woman struggling. This isn't her fault. I think this goes back to brainwashing that happens on these college campuses. Okay? A lot of these kids that go to college, they're fed all these gender studies, ideas. They're fed to believe that they're victims. They're victims. They're oppressed. Asia Wilson believes she's been oppressed in the WNBA when really, if we're keeping it funky, you're really not even the face of the league anymore. They just don't want to hurt your feelings. Your insecurity does not make you a victim of racism. Seriously, this isn't her fault. She's brainwashed, and hopefully one day she wake up. And all the rest of these kids, wake up. You guys aren't victims. You're privileged. I think the last game, Asia Wilson was walking into the game and she had her headphones in. And I promise you, I wouldn't bet a bottom dollar. Asia Wilson was probably listening to "All My Life I Had to Fight. Fight for my rights. Freedom, 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 freedom. It's been a struggle, but I will break the chains of the oppressor. Break the chains of the oppressor. That's what get Asia Wilson fired up before the games. Break the chains of the oppressor. Master got me chained up, and I gotta go play this game. But I'ma break free one day. autograph? Yeah, I got your autograph. You want a picture? Yeah. We gotta fight. I'm ready to break these chains. Asia Kaepernick. Asia Kaepernick. Seriously. I'm over it, Asia. I'm over it. Now, I've spent my hard-earned money to go see you every time you came to Atlanta before I moved to Texas. I was a fan of Asia. I'm like, Asia, let's go. And then you jumped on the Goofy train. You had a little too much of the victim juice. Too much. Now you're a goof. Get out my face. Get out my face. Get out my face. I'm holding on to a little bit of hope because I'm like, this child is brainwashed. I'm serious. Waiting on my freedom. Master got me out here playing. They'll accept Paige. Paige is going to have Paige is going to have a black carpet laid out for her. She's going to have a black carpet laid out for her. They love her. Paige is, I don't know what Paige does in her personal life, but it seems like, But I want to play the speech that Paige gave at the ESPYs that got her invitation to the cookout, baby. Here goes the speech that Paige gave that made Asia say, see, Kelsey, you remind me a lot of Paige. See, be like Paige. You see Paige? Paige done bowed down. See, Kelsey, you just got to bow down, Kelsey. You see Paige? See, we gonna accept her. They done turned Kate White Money Martin. They done made Kate. It's sad. You got to have your eyes so you can see what's happening. I'm telling you what's happening in this league. Let's take a look at what Paige said.
First, I would like to say all glory to God because, this is better than I could have ever imagined. I'm just a small town kid with really big dreams, and I'm honored to show all the little kids that are watching this that dreams do come true if you work hard and you have great faith in your life. A huge shout out to my friends and my family and everybody that helped me get to be where I am today, especially my coaches and my teammates. I stand on this stage alone, but without them I wouldn't have this award, and they've sacrificed so much for me. Okay, sorry. I just had ankle surgery. I'm out of breath, out of shape. But no.
No, you out of breath because you getting ready to go ahead and bow on down.
The light that I have now, as a white woman who leads a black-led sport and celebrated here, I want to show a light on black women.
Look at her face. She's like, what?
They don't get the media coverage that they deserve. They've given so much to this sport and the community and society as a whole, and their value is undeniable. And in the WNBA last season, the postseason awards, 80% of the winners were black, but they got half the amount of coverage as the white athletes. So I think it's time for change. Sports media holds the key to storylines. Sports media and sponsors tell us who is valuable, and you have told the world that I matter today, and everyone who voted, thank you. But I think we should use this power together to also celebrate black women. So to Maria Taylor, Robin Roberts, Maya Moore, Odyssey Alexander, to all the incredible black women in my life on my team.
Look at her face. Look, she looking like, I don't believe it. Keep going. There you go. Keep going.
To Breonna Taylor and all the lives lost, and to those names who have not yet learned, but I hope to share, I stand behind you, and I will continue to follow you and follow your lead and fight for you guys. So I just want to say thank you for everything.
That's what you got to do, baby. You got to give up your biggest moments and say that white women are promoted more than you. But let me ask everyone that's watching right now. When you think of the WNBA, you can't think of Breanna Stewart without Candace Parker. You can't think of the WNBA even in its old days. Who do you think of? Cheryl Swoops? Tina Thompson? You don't think of Rebecca Lobo. You think of Cheryl Swoops, Tina Thompson, Elena Beard, Ivory Latta. I'm talking about my days. Ivory Latta. Where is this oppression that you all are talking about? Where? Even today. I'm sorry that white Jesus, Caitlin Clark, came in the league and took over with her fandom, rightfully so. But no one is oppressing, putting white players over you. If you think of the WNBA, can't nobody think of anyone outside of you guys lately. Cynthia Cooper, Simone Augustus, Brittany Griner, Asia Wilson, Candace Parker. Those are the names that's pushed. Maybe that's why it didn't sell. I'm just saying. Cappy Poindexter. I mean, so many names. My favorite, Marissa Coleman. The black players are pushed. This oppression exists in your head because you're brainwashed, because this stuff is pushed down these kids' heads at these universities. I'm telling you, they're brainwashed. They're brainwashed. They have all these professors with purple hair, and they don't identify as anything, and they tell them that they're oppressed, and they start believing it. And then you have your Jamel Hills, your Joy Reeds or Taylors, whatever her name is. You have them keep telling them that they're oppressed. You're oppressed. You're oppressed. Asia Wilson, you're not oppressed. You've in fact been given more recognition this season than you should have been given, if you ask me. If you ask me, you're the best player in this league, Asia, but you're not the face. Caitlin Clark, a.k.a. White Jesus, is the face of the league. Catch what I said. You're the best player in this league. Caitlin Clark is the face. She drives the ratings. She drives the numbers. She's the most popular. That's not racism. That's sports, baby. Deal with it. And if you have issues with it, seek help. Go talk to your therapist. Sit down on the couch. I was about to read a comment out loud, but I'm not. It's whatever. Yes. Yes. And one thing again that stuck out to me. Kelsey Plum. I don't know how I missed this. And this isn't recent, guys. I just want to be clear. This isn't recent. Kelsey Plum apparently a while back blocked the WNBA because she said I was getting preferential treatment because I was straight and white. I blocked the WNBA on social media. I was pissed. It's absolutely a problem in our league. Just straight up. This league is a black sorority club. Girl. Get out, girl. Kelsey, you were getting acknowledged because you led the NCAA in scoring. Has anyone seen Kelsey play in college? She was shooting over 50%. I would see if the league was prepping up like a Grace Berger, right? Grace Berger didn't do anything this season. Not because she couldn't, because she was playing for the worst coach in the league. But I would see if the WNBA was putting Grace Berger on all the graphics. You guys will have a leg to stand on. But you guys are talking about players that they're not mid. But when they get to the league, you convince them that they are, so you could shine. Pathetic. This is pathetic. Kelsey Plum, blink twice if you need saving. My goodness. Kelsey Plum didn't suck. And I say again, guess whose record Caitlin Clark broke as the all-time NCAA leading scorer? Kelsey Plum's. Wake up! Ciao. Asia Wilson responded. That's not it. I don't know if this was recent to her trending. I mean, the video is at like 20 million views now, or not. But she said, "LMFAO, y'all jumping on me for saying Paige and Kelsey are great allies for black women is crazy, but it's okay. I appreciate and respect them both." That's not what you said, Asia. That's not what you said. You basically told that girl that's, you said, let's play it again. Let's play again what Asia Wilson said.
us as black women, Paige reminds me a lot of you. Like, you say you're not really about me. And she knows how her privilege has gotten her to that point. And also, like, she's good at basketball.
No. She knows.
And she knows how her privilege has gotten her to that point.
She knows that her privilege has gotten her to that point.
And she knows how her privilege has gotten her to that point. And also, like, she's good at basketball.
And also, she's good at basketball.
And she knows how her privilege has gotten her to that point. And also, like, she's good at basketball.
So, Asia, you saying that they're just white women because they're allies for black women. No. You're suggesting that these white players' privilege got them to where you are. And that's simply not true. It's not true, Aisha. You're a hell of a player. Just be that. Leave the oppression in the fairy world. That's where it's at. Just be a hell of a player. That's what you were. And then your insecurities kicked in when another face of the league showed up. Seriously. Asia, you'll never be happy. I know. You know, people watching. Y'all will clip this up or send it to Asia. A message to Asia. Asia, you'll never be happy. You can get unanimous MVPs, defensive players of the year. You can get all type of accolades that you've gotten. Statues and everything. But you will never be happy ever comparing yourself to someone else's journey. You need to go get help. It's not racism. It's your insecurities. That's it. Seriously, I'm so tired. I'm so tired of hearing all this. It's so hard. It's so hard. And this and that. Girl, you're the face of the league. Hush. And you shouldn't have even been this season. But fine, you are. Hush. Shut your pie hole. They won't even announce Caitlin Clark, a.k.a. White Jesus, as the rookie of the year. Or give her a shoe to make sure that the outrage is calmed down from Black Lives Matter when they announce it. Because of you. These kids nowadays, they are washed. They're brainwashed. They're brainwashed. Everybody is oppressed. Everybody is so oppressed. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it, y'all. I promise you I can't deal with it. It grinds my gears. It grinds my gears. It does. It really does. You can't entitle yourself to new fans. Let them organically come to you. You can't be mad because millions of people are watching your league that you've been in for 6 years and have been postered on, and nobody cared but me. I don't want any Asia fans or anyone to get mad at me about this episode. I cared. I was there, Asia. I bought tickets to see you play. till you became a member of the Goof Train. Oh. Seriously. Listen. Shop the W360.com. Shop the W360.com. I have Shut Your Pie Hole shirts available. I have added new sizes, 2X, 3X, and 4Xs as well, okay? In both colors. And also white Sheezer shirts. Moving along. I hope Asia gets help. Asia, get the help you need. Get the help you need, Asia. Get the help you need. Get the help you need. Hopefully, I can come back to you next time, but I'm done with you right now. Okay? Speaking of Asia Wilson, they are playing tonight. Asia Wilson and the Las Vegas Aces, they are playing tonight against the New York Liberty. Game 2 of the semifinals is happening tonight, baby. It's getting ready to kick off actually right now. Okay. Now, I would like to know anyone in the chat right now, who do you predict will win between the Aces and New York Liberty and Minnesota and Connecticut? Danksy Art say not watching. Y'all not watching? Oh, I'm tuned in, baby. I gotta watch. Y'all gotta watch the playoffs now. It's a great series. It's a great series. I'll be tuning in. And I will tell you this. In the first round of the playoffs, I will say that New York has Vegas number. New York has Vegas number. Vegas, I think, is about to get swept. Sweep, sweep, sweep like a broomstick. Vegas about to get swept. Now, I do want to say, I'm calling this now for everyone that's watching, especially the people that watch and don't subscribe to the channel but go and talk about my show. I'm calling this now. If and when Vegas lose, the victim narratives are gonna start spilling, baby. Mark this right now. The victim narratives are gonna start spilling. Oh, God, it's Vegas against everyone. Asia Wilson hated being Asia Wilson the season she won unanimous MVP. Kelsey Plum, the lawsuits because Becky Hammond doesn't like women who wants to reproduce. It's just so much. Everyone is against us, and that's why we lost. Mark my words. They are going to turn themselves into the victims. Not because Breanna Stewart and Sabrina Ionescu came back for blood this season. They lost in the finals last year. Sabrina Ionescu, Breanna Stewart, Jonquel Jones, they're coming back for blood, baby. They are locked in. Did you see that last game? They're locked in. Locked in like a combination lock. Locked. Vegas is playing Sydney Colson, and she's the worst player in the league. She stinks. Kia Stokes isn't giving anything to Vegas. Kia Stokes has been stinking it up all season. She stinks. Stinky, dirty diaper. Kia Stokes can't score. She can't defend. Chelsea Gray. She looks like Christy Wallace in game 1. Chelsea Gray stinks. Chelsea Gray had no business being on that Olympic team, and I stand by it. Sydney Colson is the worst player in this league. Sydney Colson is a joke. Asia Wilson didn't do anything last game either. I think she had 20-something points. She didn't do much. This Vegas team is not running with New York, but we'll see tonight. We will see tonight. Chelsea Gray looked worse than she did in Paris. She's still lingering in Paris. She stunk so bad. Chelsea Gray stunk in Paris, and she stunk last game. And she's probably going to stink again. She's slow. Chelsea Gray is slow. She's throwing. She's shooting. And it's just not all adding up. Chelsea Gray stinks. And they call her the point guard. She's the point guard. She's the point guard of the season. What point guard last game? She didn't even have an assist. You see what I mean? What's going on in this league? They just give names to anybody and just give as long as you just hooping and hopping. If you hoop and hop, you get a reward. Chelsea Gray, you get your nickname. You hoop and hump. You had a baby with your wife. You're the point guard. Caitlin Clark is the point guard. I said it. Yes. Caitlin Clark is the new point guard in town. Deal with it. Yes, I think Liberty is going to win in the series against Vegas. I don't think Vegas has it all together this year. I think the spirit of De'Erica Hamby is over Vegas because of how bad Vegas and that organization treated De'Erica after she got pregnant. Spirit of De'Erica is over Vegas. They're not going to win anything until you do right by De'Erica. You guys are going to lose. Seriously. I hope Minnesota take care of Connecticut. I don't want to see Alyssa Thomas for 5 games. Minnesota, take care of Connecticut. Please. Take care of Connecticut. Nobody wants to see Alyssa Thomas bulldoze people over. Nobody. They're not an enjoyable team to watch. Naphesia Collier, please take care of business. Nobody wants to watch them. I'm sure they struggle with their own film. They probably don't want to watch themselves. Please save us the time. So hopefully Minnesota takes care of business tonight as well, okay? Where we at? We at 59 minutes. Okay. I was going to get into the Valkyries expansion draft, but I'll do that next episode. We don't have to. The game 2 is starting actually right now. It's getting ready to start. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up so we can jump into the game. Thank you so much for the super chat, Kara. Thanks, CJ, for a great time. Go Liberty, beat that MVP. Thank you, Kara. My God, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it so much. Appreciate the donations, guys. 2 men saying the Aces got 3 team fouls. All right, so the game have started, guys. Tune into game 2 of the semifinals. Make sure you are subscribe to the W360. Make sure your notifications are on. We're going to talk about the expansion draft next episode and the latest news in the WNBA. Okay, until next episode. Peace and soul grease. Oh.